Hi, I'm Leah.
And I'm Deveter, and this is Let's Chat. Hey Leah.
Hey, Mommy.
How's it going?
It's all right.
It's going all right?
Yeah.
One day at a time? We live in life?
Yeah.
So, this is a topic that I kind of just came upon in my head.
That's
and
cool.
I figured, that's how our conversations are, right?
Yeah, so that's supposed to be.
That's how it's supposed to be. So the topic today is something I wish I hadn't done. Do you have anything that you wish you hadn't done, Leah?
Well,
Story time, children.
story time. Back in my wee little days as an 8th grader. I was dating this guy, right? Right? Okay. I was dating him for a little while. Jolly old time. We woke up. Okay. Cut it off. It was done. I had lunch with his friend,
Lunch.
right? I had lunch in two other classes with his friends. The other classes I had with my ex at the time, we don't talk about it, okay? It was a lot going on, right?
Going on. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Woke up with this dude, and I had lunch with his friend. Now, his friend, a cool guy, and one of my best friends told me that he used to have a crush on me. And I was like, okay, I just wouldn't go for that, but it's, we're going to let it be. He doesn't have one on me anymore. It's cool. So we're in lunch together. We're having a jolly old time. I'm with my other best friend. We're living life. Then he starts making these little moves.
He's making moves, y'all.
He's making moves. Long dap-ups.
What's a long dap up?
It's like when you dap someone up and you just hold it.
Oh, that's a long dap up. Okay. He was holding your hand.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
what that was.
He was holding your hand. Okay.
Long dap-ups, arm on the shoulder, standing next to each other online. It was just a lot going on. Giving all the signals. Mixed signals, right? And he's still friends with my ex, right? So I started developing a crush on him. I know, it's terrible. Okay. It's like June, the end of the year. Just had field day. It was great. It was a jolly old time. End of the year, I was like, you know what? Let's write a letter.
She's going to write a letter.
Why did I think that? And why did she encourage me to do it?
I mean,
I don't know. Were you preying on my downfall?
I was not preying on your downfall. If you want to tell somebody how you feel about them or, that you, whatever, you write a letter. It's what I do. You read the 10-page letter.
So that's what I did. I wrote a letter. My band teacher, who I love, helped me decorate it. It was all nice. It was a cute little letter. And I was going to give it to him at lunch. After lunch, I have a class with him and my ex. Now that I think about it, this is so stupid. But anyway, so I gave him the letter on the last day of school at lunch. And I was like, don't open it until after school. He listens to me, thank God. So it's after school, and we walked the same way home. It's after school, we're chilling. He was like, I read the letter. And I was like, oh, man.
Well, you got to tell the people what we're in the
I just told him I liked him.
Okay.
And my number, because I'm a goofy little goober.
Good.
And he was like, I read the letter. And I was like, okay, like, what do you think? He was like, I kind of like you too, but we can't do anything because of X person. So I was like, oh, man. And he was like, oh, it's okay. We'll exchange numbers. Gave him my number. It was great. We walked home. It was wonderful. Next day, right after the last day of school, I go on Snapchat. Great little app.
Social media.
Great little app. I go on Snapchat. And guess what I see on my ex's story?
The letter.
The letter. What? What? So I felt betrayed. I felt hurt. It was a terrible time. But I wish I didn't write that letter.
We wish she didn't write that letter. But because you wrote that letter and you gave it to him and he violated by posting it or sharing it with your ex, blah, 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 what lesson did you learn from that situation?
Not to trust African-American men.
Leah. You guys, That is not the lesson that we want her to learn. What lesson? Oh my gosh. She said not to trust.
I'm sorry, guys. Y'all know. I have a lot of African American men in my life. I don't even mean that. I don't even know.
There had to be a lesson.
I know there was a lesson. I'm still trying to figure it out.
You're still trying to figure out the lesson. Yeah. So you wish you hadn't done it. Yeah. And if you had a chance to do something again, you wouldn't have given him the letter.
Yeah.
Do you think in the future you won't give guys letters or express how you feel about somebody?
I feel like if I do express how I feel about someone, it would have to be in person.
Yeah. I think, so for me, I am a big letter writer. Yeah. Like, I wrote letters to your dad all the time. That was the way I communicated with him, because I was always kind of shy to share my feelings. I wrote letters to Nana all the time because I'm like, if I write her a letter, then we won't be going back and forth. Okay. I don't like arguing. I'm not an argumentative person, so I don't like arguing with people. I just want to get my point across and leave it at that. Like, let the person deal with it however they choose. So when I encourage you to write the letter, I didn't think about how young people are today. Like, they don't keep anything private.
Sure don't. And that's just a big, like, thing in our generation that needs to be fixed. Because some things no one should know. Yeah. Like, some things it's okay to keep private.
Yeah, I think private moments are so far from the norm for Gen Zs. You all share everything. Yeah. Like, you have group chats, a group chat for this group of friends, a group chat for that group of friends, a group. Okay.
Actually, I lied. I'm in 3.
Yeah, 3 group chats with different people. And you all are just sharing everything. It's so important. So the lesson that I hope you learn is that there are some things that you have to be conscious about what you're sharing and who you're sharing it with, right? I don't think that you were wrong for giving him that letter, because that was your way of expressing yourself to him. That was your way of sharing your phone number with him. It was on him, and it was his bad for sharing it with someone else. So I understand why you say you wish you hadn't done that, but I also think that it was okay for you to do that. Yeah. Because now you've learned a valuable lesson about who you communicate with and how you communicate with them. Yeah. And I'm sure that our listeners and our viewers have had instances where they did something and they wish they maybe hadn't have done that, right? So there are definitely things that I've done. I remember back in the day when we had instant messenger. Super duper old school, y'all. Okay. So I used to work for AOL, which was at the time, when I got there, it was AOL, America Online. And we had instant messenger, our group team or whatever would talk through instant messenger and share messages back and forth. So this one particular salesperson, I was really upset with her that day, and I said something that was not nice. I know, right? I said something that was not nice, and I hit send on it, thinking I was sending it to my friend. I sent it to her, y'all. I wish I hadn't have done that, but from that experience, I learned not only to pay attention to detail, right? Double check before you hit send. But I also learned that it's best to openly communicate with people. Yeah. When you have an issue with somebody, like right now somebody has an issue with me and they have not come to me, but they have told other people about the issue. Yeah, grown people doing stuff like that. Oh my gosh. It's comical to me, quite honest, because for me, if I have a problem with someone, the first thing I'm going to do is go to that person, not to someone else. Yeah. And so when people, that's one of the things I wish I hadn't done, but because I did it, I learned from it. Yeah. So anything that you have done in life, you can't have regrets about the things you've done, right? And like you can't live with regrets. Yeah. You did it, it's in the past, learn from it and move on. Yeah. So that's something that I did that I wish I hadn't did. But because I did it, I learned from it and I'm able to move on. Yeah. So that's really important. I hope that, that that note situation is something that you could look back on.
I don't want to. No, because.
Is it because he shared it with the ex person, or is it all the other things that happened after it?
As soon as that happened, like as soon as he shared it, that's just when everything went downhill. And finals week was terrible, and I fell off my bike. I feel like it was just an unfortunate series of events.
It was an unfortunate series of events.
But, you know, I know that he apologized. I said, it's cool. So it's just like, you know, we're young.
Yeah.
I live life on the edge.
You do indeed live life on the edge. Oh, Leah. What are we going to do?
That's great.
We're going to continue to have these kinds of things.
Yeah.
It's a part of life. Yeah, and it's a part of growing up. But it is getting hot in here. It's a little toasty.
I'm a little warm.
I feel like it's time for something.
Hot takes.
It's time for hot takes.
All right, guys.
It's our little situation after each podcast.
Yes.
Go for it.
Okay. This is the interesting one. Flirting is cheating.
That is a very heavy situation.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
I'm glad.
I would have to say yes, because flirting, to me, you put in effort.
Yeah. That's not something you do on accident.
Right. That's definitely not something you do on accident. And flirting can lead to other things. So if you are in a relationship with someone and you're flirting with someone else,
that's not right.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Don't do that. We agree.
Okay, the next one is mango is a bad fruit.
I don't think mango is a bad fruit.
I don't like mangoes.
Okay, but that don't make it a bad fruit.
I don't like the texture.
Okay.
I don't like the shape of it. I just don't like it.
I like mango.
Why are there strings coming out of it? And that's not even the seed. That's like the outer of the seed. I don't.
You know, I like mango. Mango is good. I like to cut it up. I like to blend it.
I don't.
No, she doesn't like mangoes.
I don't like mangoes.
So, flirting is definitely cheating. Leah doesn't like mangoes, but I do. Let us know in the comments section what your thoughts are on our hot takes and also this topic. What's something that you've done that you wish you hadn't done?
Yeah.
Ooh, we want to know.
Sure do.
Yeah. And you have the opportunity to please subscribe to our YouTube channel, to like and share, follow all the good things. Follow us on Instagram. We are
Let's Chat _podcast. I got it. Stop playing.
She got it. Let's Chat _podcast. Please follow us on Instagram. If there are any topics or any thoughts that you have, definitely DM us. Let us know what you're thinking, and we'll be sure to share it on our next podcast. Thanks so much for watching and listening. Bye-bye.